Good, happy Monday morning is Monday, December 29th, 2025. I'm Riley King and welcome to WRMK News 12. We have a lot of news to get to on this Monday, so let's begin right now. First up, we're going to begin with a look at your morning traffic and see how your morning traffic is looking like on the roads this Monday morning. Good morning. We're seeing some slowdowns across southern New Hampshire this morning. Watch for delays along Route 101 with trouble spots near Manchester and again eastbound toward Exeter, where incidents are causing heavier than normal congestion. There's also a slowdown on the southbound side near Nashua, so expect extra travel time in that area. Interstates 93 and 95 are moving steadily for now, but secondary roads are starting to fill in. If you're headed out, consider leaving a few minutes early and stay alert for changing conditions. We can tell you there is a incident crash, Manchester, New Hampshire, 101 East, mile 60.6, left lane is closed. Also, there is another incident crash, Raymond, New Hampshire, 101 eastbound, mile 75.0, left lane is closed. Also, there is another incident, a crash, Nashua Everett Turnpike northbound, mile 0.6, right lane is closed. And also, there is another incident between exits 109, Route 125, and Route 108, Haverhill. Look out for a crash. The roadway is reduced to 2 lanes. And those are the following incidents that we have for you this morning so far. But we will keep an eye on the roadways throughout the morning for all of you. And now let's talk about the weather. Current is rain / freezing rain / rain and 32 degrees right now. And your weather for today: rain, high 41, winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour, chance of rain 100%, rainfall near a half an inch. And for tonight, some clouds, low 16, winds west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And tomorrow, windy and partly cloudy early, mostly cloudy with diminishing winds later in the day, high 19, winds west at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. That is your weather for tomorrow. We are under a winter weather advisory right now. What to expect: mixed precipitation, additional snow accumulation up to 1 inch, sleet accumulation up to 1/10 of an inch, and ice accumulation around 4/10 of an inch, where portions of south and central and southwest Maine and southern New Hampshire. Wind until 7 p.m. this evening. Impacts: difficult travel conditions are possible due to icy road conditions. This is especially true for untreated side roads. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning and evening commutes. So be prepared if you are going out this early morning. Those roads are icy. Preparedness and precautionary actions, slow down and use caution while traveling. His latest road conditions can be obtained by going to newengland511.org. Freezing rain expected to impact Monday morning commute in New Hampshire. A round of freezing rain is expected to move into New Hampshire late Sunday night and linger into the early hours of the Monday morning commute, creating hazardous travel conditions across much of the state. Some areas could see up to a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation, significantly increasing the risk for slick and dangerous roads. With this type of preparation, it really will make roads change quickly and it can get dangerous. Jennifer Lane, Chief Communication Officer for the New Hampshire Department of Transportation. Unlike snow, freezing rain presents a unique challenge for road crews. Pre-treat efforts commonly used ahead of winter storms are ineffective in this case because rainfall washes away salt and other materials before they can prevent icing. This storm comes with its own set of challenges, Lane said. The rain will wash away any residual salt that's on the roadways. It will wash away any pre-treatment efforts as well. Instead of pre-treating roads, New Hampshire DOT crews spent Sunday afternoon monitoring road temperatures and ensuring trucks and equipment were ready for deployment once conditions deteriorate. Right now, road crews have filled up their trucks with salt, and most of them have put chains on their tires, so they'll be ready to go once they get called out, Lane said. During winter storms, we'll also have staff monitoring the forecast and road temperatures so we can adjust where and how we treat. Local Public Works Department are taking similar steps. In Windham, crews focused on equipment checks and readiness. We've been going over the trucks, making sure everything's fueled and ready to go, that nothing breaks down. John Devlin, General Service Manager for the Windham Department of Public Works. The staff breaks just sitting there, so you always have to keep an eye on it. With pre-treatment not an option, Windham crews will closely monitor main roadways until freezing rain begins. We're just trying to keep the trucks on the road and make sure everything's safe, Devlin said. We also have chainsaws ready in case trees start coming down. Once the storm is underway, state and local crews plan to begin cautious treatment of icy roads. It will be non-stop, continual process throughout the storm, Lane said. Every truck will be out there. All of our contractors will be out there. 100% hands on deck. New Hampshire DOT expects roughly 300 state trucks and more than 325 contracted trucks to be deployed during this storm. Utility crews are also preparing for potential impacts, including scattered power outages caused by falling branches and vehicle crashes involving utility poles. We are anticipating scattered outages, largely the result of car crashes into utility poles and tree branches on wires, said Amanda, external affairs manager at Unitil. Those would really be our concern here. Officials with New Hampshire DOT and local public works department are urging drivers to slow down, give plow and treatment crews plenty of space, and avoid travel unless absolutely necessary. Winter weather prompts safety reminders for New Hampshire drivers. As another round of winter weather moves through New Hampshire, driving instructors and tow operators are urging motorists to slow down, stay alert, and take extra precautions on snow and ice covered roads. For student driver Anthony, learning to navigate winter conditions is part of his precautionary for an upcoming road test. He said he intentionally scheduled his driving exam during the winter months to gain experience handling hazardous conditions. I planned it so I could take it in the winter so I can get tips on black ice and how to drive in the snow. He said this gives you a perfect opportunity to practice in this weather. His instructor, Evan LaBelle of New Hampshire Driving Academy, said safe winter driving begins well before getting behind the wheel. LaBelle advises drivers to plan ahead, leave extra time for travel, increase following distance, and reduce speeds to match road conditions. We all need to learn how to drive in New Hampshire in the snow, LaBelle said. That's just fact of life around here. Beyond driving habits, instructors and tow operators stress the importance of vehicle preparedness. Drivers are encouraged to check tire tread and inflation, top off windshield washer fluid, and clear all snow and ice from their vehicle before hitting the road. Tow operator at Queen City Towing say many of the crashes they reported in response to each winter could be prevented with basic precautions. They recommend keeping fuel tanks at least half full and carrying emergency supplies such as blankets, flares, and shovels. Even experienced drivers, crews warn, can underestimate how quickly winter road conditions can turn dangerous, underscoring the need for caution every time snow or ice is in the forecast. And that does it for this Monday morning edition of WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and see you back here later on today for another broadcast. Goodbye.